is of interest to you, Brewer, is the Equalities Act, the public sector equalities duty. And when I spoke last night, you summed it up beautifully when you said the clue is in the name, not the public sector equality is public sector equality duty. And we could see that that was not being adhered to. It really was not. To such an extent that in the hearing, Transport for London said that in Bishopsgate, people with limited mobility or who can't really walk far at all, they said that the access points will be between 85 and 100 metres, so people can walk from their office to their cab or from the cab to their office. And Mrs. Justice Lang said, well, what about the people that can't walk that distance? And TfL's response was, well, if they can't walk that, if disabled people can't walk that distance, they probably can't make it. Now that is absolutely iniquitous and illegal. It's under the Equalities Act, because as you know, disabled people should not be treated differently to able-bodied people because of their disability. It's totally illegal. And yet that was TfL's high-handed and cavalier attitude. Well, if they can't make it, tough. They can't go, can they? And the judge picked up on that straight away. And also, when they did their equalities impact assessment, as you've seen in the judgment, they did it on the traffic light scheme from green, no negative impact, very serious, actually make the 100 yards or could not probably make the journey. They put that down green, no negative impact. And the judge said that's completely unacceptable. That should be code red. But that was TfL's attitude to it. And that seems to have been their attitude to the whole equalities impact assessment, the whole public sector equalities duty, section 149. They seem to have looked at it and then said, oh, well, not to worry. I've got something here that I'd just like to read you from the this is from Mrs. Justice Lang's judgment. Arrangements for carrying the disabled was not even considered. In my view, the weaknesses in the equalities impact assessment were not addressed and remedied by a conscientious and genuine consideration of the equality by TfL. The report read as if the EQIA was merely a formality and the outcome was a foregone conclusion. I conclude that the Mayor and TfL did not have proper regard to the public sector equality duty in making the plan and guidance. So that's what the judge saw, and that's what we saw, that they were thinking, oh, well, yeah, we had to do a bit of a equalities impact, but you know what? The disabled folk, probably collateral damage, acceptable in the scheme. And it really isn't. I speak with someone as a disabled sister, so I do have a dog in that fight. And I know how difficult it is for disabled people to get round. And that is one of the big reasons why it was their plan and guidance was found to be unlawful. And that is being echoed by many, many boroughs.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I think a lot of people think that just because someone's democratically elected, they could do whatever they want to do, but that's not how it works in the real world. There's something called the rule of law, where you can't just trample on people's rights. You know, that's why it's called human rights, because it's inalienable. That's what it is, regardless of what, those rights trump any decision made by anybody, or etc. etc. So that's the second ground. Do you want and then move on to number